Your next flight is now strictly regulated. A boarding pass is no longer enough to get you through the security checkpoint, because starting February 1st, a mandatory enforcement policy hits millions of travelers with an immediate financial penalty. It is officially called the TSA Confirm.ID Fee, and if you arrive without the correct documentation, you will be charged $45 on the spot just to prove your identity. No payment means no entry. Most travelers assume they are already compliant. But with the enforcement deadline now active, TSA data confirms that nearly 20% of flyers are walking blindly into this trap. And it's not just the money. Paying the fee triggers a mandatory 30-minute screening delay. Today, I will show you exactly who is at risk, how to avoid the manual processing lines, and the one loophole document that exempts you from this fee entirely. For almost 2 decades, if you showed up to the airport without your ID, the TSA would help you out. They'd verify your identity for free using a form, a few questions, and a database check. It wasn't fast, but it worked, and it didn't cost you $1. But the TSA has officially replaced that old system with something new. It's called Confirm ID, and it moves identity verification off the shoulders of human officers and into an automated DHS system. It's essentially a self-service background check, except you pay for it. The biggest shock? When the TSA first proposed the fee, it was $18. Quietly, without any major announcement, it jumped to $45, and it applies to anyone who forgot their ID, lost their wallet, had their license stolen, only carries a non-compliant ID, has an expired real ID, or has an ID the scanner can't read. If your ID doesn't meet Real ID standards or the system can't verify you instantly, you pay. And this is where the traps begin. Here's the part no traveler expects. Once you pay the $45, you're not guaranteed a flight. If the system fails to verify your identity, and yes, false negatives do happen, the TSA keeps your money. You stay at the airport and you miss your flight. There is no appeal process. There is no supervisor override. There is no refund. It's a paid attempt, not a paid verification. And this is why so many travel experts are calling Confirm ID a soft penalty for anyone who isn't Real ID ready. Even worse, the $45 fee doesn't cover your entire trip. It covers one direction. If your round trip is longer than 10 days and you still don't have a Real ID or a passport, you'll pay another $45 just to fly back home. Families of 4? That's $360 in unexpected fees, just because someone forgot a wallet or didn't upgrade an ID in time. TSA isn't calling it a fine, but functionally, that's exactly what it is. Let's make this worse. Most Confirm ID kiosks only accept cards. Some airports are already rolling out cashless security lanes, meaning that if your card isn't working, you're done. You miss your flight over a payment issue. And yes, TSA's own documents confirm that travelers will be directed to pay.gov to complete the transaction. Picture this. You're late. You're stressed. Your flight boards in 22 minutes. And before you can even reach the conveyor belt, you have to pull out your phone, create a pay.gov account, type your card number, wait for confirmation. It's a traveler's nightmare disguised as an upgrade. There are only 2 foolproof ways to avoid this new rule entirely. The first is the obvious one, a Real ID with the star in the corner. But here's the catch most people miss. States are still reporting delays, long appointment wait times, and backlogs. Many Americans simply aren't going to have their Real ID in time. Which brings us to the second, and far better, solution. Use your US passport instead. A passport instantly bypasses the Confirm ID process. No fee, no deadline, no kiosk, no 10-day timer. It is the most powerful form of ID you can carry for domestic travel. Even a passport card works, and costs less than a full passport book. If you want a 100% guarantee you'll never pay this $45 fee, a passport is the safest move. Yes, Apple Wallet and state digital IDs are rolling out across the United States. And yeah, some airports accept them. But here's where travelers get burned. Not every TSA checkpoint is equipped for digital IDs. Not every airline station is synced. And if your phone dies, cracks, or fails to load the QR token, you're back at the Confirm.ID kiosk paying $45. Digital IDs are convenient, but they are not foolproof. If you rely on one, always carry a backup physical ID so you don't get rerouted into the fee lane. Here's something most travelers don't understand. Confirm.ID wasn't really designed for forgetful passengers. It was built for security. The TSA has repeatedly said that the old manual verification system was resource-intensive, vulnerable to human error, and inconsistent across airports. Agents in different states used different procedures, asked different questions, and relied on different databases. Confirm.ID creates a uniform national standard, shifting the entire identity verification burden into DHS systems. From a security standpoint, it makes sense. From a passenger standpoint, it means your ID mistakes are now expensive. This new system is part of the broader post-Real ID transition, a long-term push toward automated, centralized digital identity verification. And Confirm.ID is just the first step. If you found this helpful, share it with someone who flies soon, especially in February. Millions of people are about to get blindsided by this rule, and you don't have to be one of them. Subscribe for more 2026 travel updates and check the description. I've linked a full Real ID checklist so you know exactly what to fix before your next trip.